Hey, Aries ladies, did you know your fiery spirit could be your biggest blessing and your heaviest curse in the same breath? That unstoppable passion, the kind that lights up a room, can just as quickly burn bridges or even burn you out. Let's dive straight into the raw, untamed duality of being an Aries, where every spark of courage hides a shadow of struggle. And I'm gonna unpack 10 brutal truths that'll hit you right in the heart. So you're probably wondering, if I'm this bold trailblazer, why do I sometimes feel like I'm crashing and burning? Let's peel back that confident exterior and look at a sneaky challenge, starting strong but fading fast. You've got this electric energy to kick off projects. Think of launching into a new hobby like painting, where you're splashing colors with wild abandon, or pitching a game-changing idea at work with a fire in your belly. But then, a week or two in, the canvas sits untouched, or the idea stalls because the grind of follow-through feels like dragging a boulder uphill. It's not laziness. Oh no. It's that your flame burns so bright at the start. It needs constant fuel, discipline, patience. Stuff that doesn't come naturally to a spirit as restless as yours. I've seen it time and time again with Aries folks. A friend of mine, full of that signature zest, planned a massive charity run, rallied everyone, got the buzz going, only to lose steam halfway through organizing because the daily slog of emails and logistics felt like chains on her free spirit. This isn't just a quirk, it's a core battle. Your nature craves the rush of new beginnings, but life demands staying power. And when that flame flickers, doubt creeps in. Am I even cut out for this? That's the real sting, and it's why learning to stoke your fire with consistency isn't just helpful, it's survival for an Aries soul. Let's dig deeper into what makes you tick and what trips you up. See, your sign is the first in the Zodiac, the pioneer, the one who's always expected to lead the charge, born between March 21 and April 19th. You're ruled by Mars, the planet of war and action, which pumps raw, aggressive energy into your veins. You're the ram, charging headfirst into life, whether it's taking on a new career challenge or standing up for a friend in a heated moment. That's a gift. Your courage inspires everyone around you. I've watched Aries women walk into rooms and instantly shift the vibe. Their laugh, their bold ideas. It's like a gust of fresh wind. But here's the flip side. That leadership comes with a crushing weight. Society, friends, even family, they look to you to always have the answers, to never falter. Think about those moments when you felt like you have to say yes to leading a project at work, even when your gut screams for a break, because stepping back feels like admitting defeat. Or picture this. You're at a family gathering, and everyone turns to you to settle a dispute, expecting your decisiveness, while inside you're wrestling with your own doubts. That pressure creates a rift between what you truly want, like chasing a quiet dream of writing poetry, and what you think you should do, like always being the loud, fearless one. And let's not forget your competitive streak. You're not just playing the game, you're playing to win, stacking up projects and goals like trophies. I recall an Aries gal I know who juggled a full-time job, a side hustle selling handmade jewelry, and training for a marathon, all at once. She thrived on the chaos until she didn't. Exhaustion hit, and she confessed to me over coffee. Tears in her eyes. I feel like I'm failing if I'm not doing it all. That's the Aries trap. Your drive to excel can stretch you so thin you forget to breathe. And here's where it gets messy. Your emotional world. You're not just a leader. You're a feeler with emotions as intense as a wildfire. Anger, passion, love, they surge through you like a river bursting its banks. This can make you a fierce advocate, standing up against injustice with a voice that shakes the room. But it can also wreak havoc. Imagine you're in a heated argument with a close friend. Your principles are on the line, and your words come out sharp, blazing. Minutes later, regret sinks in. Did I just hurt them? Will they see past my fire to my heart? That fear of damaging bonds gnaws at you, because beneath the bravado, you care deeply. Studies even back this up. Research on personality traits linked to zodiac signs often notes Aries individuals score high on emotional expressiveness but struggle with impulse control, leading to more interpersonal conflicts than, say, a steady Taurus. It's not just about temper. It's about the aftermath, the quiet moments where you question if your directness pushes people away. And let's talk risk. Oh, Aries, you live for the edge. Whether it's bungee jumping off a cliff or diving into a spontaneous business venture, I've heard stories of an Aries woman who quit her stable job on a whim to travel solo across Europe with just a backpack and a dream. She came back with tales of triumph, scaling mountains, meeting strangers who became lifelong friends, but also scars, like the time she got stranded with no money in a remote village, her impulsiveness leaving her vulnerable. That's your double-edged sword? The thrill of the unknown calls to you, but leaping without looking can land you in hot water. Every high has a potential low, and while each stumble teaches you resilience, the emotional toll of those missteps, doubt, frustration, can linger like a stubborn fog. Now, let's hit a nerve with something you might not expect. The fear of not being truly seen. You've got this bold, independent aura. Think of yourself striding into a party, head high, owning every conversation. But deep down, there's a whisper. Do they get me? Or just the mask I wear? Your passion, your audacity, it's often misread as arrogance. Picture this scenario I've witnessed. An Aries lady passionately debating her views at a dinner table, her eyes alight with conviction, only to be met with a snide comment. Why are you so full of yourself? That stings. It plants seeds of insecurity, making you wonder if you'll ever be accepted for your raw, unfiltered self. And in love? Oh, honey, that's a battlefield. Unrequited love, in particular, can shatter in Aries. You pour your heart into someone, chasing them with all the intensity of a summer storm. Late-night texts, grand gestures, your whole soul on the line. But when they don't feel the same, it's not just rejection. It's a blow to your very identity as the fearless one who always wins. I've sat with an Aries friend through this pain, watching her replay every moment, asking, was I too much, too fast? Her impatience, another Aries hallmark, made healing even harder. She wanted to fix it, move on, yesterday. But emotions don't work on your timeline. This struggle isn't just personal. It's tied to how you're wired. Astrological insights often point to Aries' ruling planet, Mars, fueling a need for conquest. Even in love, which means rejection feels like losing a war. And the stats don't lie. A 2021 survey on Zodiac dating patterns found Aries individuals reported higher rates of emotional distress from unreciprocated affection compared to other signs, likely due to their all-in approach. That vulnerability, though you hide it well, cuts deep. And here's the kicker. Even your greatest strength, confidence, can turn on you. You set sky-high standards, pushing yourself to be perfect, to prove your worth in every arena. Think of those late nights at your desk, obsessing over a work presentation, terrified a single flaw means you're not enough. Or those moments in the mirror, critiquing every choice, every misstep, as if failure isn't an option. I've seen this self-pressure crush spirits. An Aries acquaintance once broke down to me after missing a promotion, not because she lost the role, but because she felt she'd lost her edge. That internal critic, whispering you're not living up to your own impossible goals, breeds anxiety. It's a silent war against yourself. And don't get me started on vulnerability. You're so used to taking the lead, to being the rock, that asking for help feels like betrayal of your own nature. But everyone needs a hand sometimes. I remember a moment with an Aries client who, after months of pretending she had it all together post-divorce, finally admitted over tea, voice trembling, "I can't do this alone." That confession wasn't weakness. It was her bravest act. See, true strength isn't in hiding your cracks. It's in letting trusted ones help mend them. And let's lighten the mood for a second, because Aries, your journey is equal parts intense and hilarious. Picture this. You, charging up a metaphorical mountain of ambition, all gusto and grit, only to realize halfway up you forgot your parachute, aka a backup plan. I can't help but chuckle thinking of an Aries pal who once impulsively signed up for a salsa dance competition with zero experience. She strutted onto that stage, pure fire, tripped over her own feet in the first 10 seconds, and still laughed louder than anyone in the crowd. That's you, falling flat, but owning it with a grin. And then there's the softer side. Imagine after a fiery argument, when the room's gone quiet, you're sitting alone on your couch, replaying harsh words, and all you want is to call that person back. Not to fight, but to say, "I'm sorry, I care." That tug of war between your inferno and your heart is so human, so real. I've felt that ache in stories shared with me. Those late-night confessions from Aries souls who admit they'd trade 1,000 victories for just one person to see past their armor. It's in these raw, unguarded moments that your light shines brightest. Because it's not just about the battles you win, but the ones you fight within. Every scar, every laugh, it's shaping you into a force of nature. So, Aries, here's the bottom line. Your life is a wildfire of courage, passion, and yes, chaos. You're a leader, a risk taker, a heart-on-sleeve warrior. But that same intensity brings pressure, impulsiveness, and a longing to be truly understood. Embrace both the light and the shadow. Let your doubts guide you to deeper self-care. Channel that restless energy with a bit of patience. And don't be afraid to lean on someone when the load gets heavy. Your journey isn't easy, but it's yours. And it's breathtaking. If you're vibing with these truths and want to keep diving into the Zodiac with me, hit that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your support keeps my fire burning. And hey, since videos like this can vanish with platform shifts, don't wait. Also, I'm curious, Aries sisters, or anyone who gets one, what's the toughest Aries struggle for you? Is it the sting of rejection or the burnout from chasing perfection? Drop it in the comments. I'm all ears for your stories.